Hey everybody, welcome back to Project Eden. If you've been following along, you'll know we've been putting together a countdown series for when Eden Caddop is representing her country, Australia, at the FIBA Asia Cup. Now, it's day 4, there's 4 days to go, and Eden's not here. Why is that? She's on a plane to Kuala Lumpur, so you got me instead. So what I want to do here is just a little roundup of the last 3 weeks of what we're trying to do and were we even successful. So the key factor or focus for the last 3 weeks has been improving some physical qualities around eccentric loading for Eden. So we're looking primarily at markers and metrics like eccentric peak velocity, eccentric peak force, and eccentric braking impulse. The idea being this is going to allow her to put the brakes on, decelerate sooner, and then also then change direction a lot quicker. What we found in our last batch of testing is that we've got a 13% improvement in the peak velocity, eccentric peak velocity from our counter movement jump, a 9.5% improvement in peak force, and a whopping 16% improvement in eccentric braking impulse. With her drop jump, we found that she's actually above the 100th percentile for women's US college basketball already. And she's got another year or two to go before she's actually going to be there, so she's well ahead of the game. Additionally, eccentric peak power, when we compare that to norms for US college basketball, is well above the 100th percentile as well. So she did a great job there in developing those physical qualities. In conjunction though, if you've been following along, you'll know we've been outside doing some field work, looking at change direction, helping Eden understand how to brake, when to brake. And what we see now is combining those qualities with these new skills around position, awareness, and timing. She's cornering like she's on rails, which is absolutely perfect for the style of play that she has. One of the key things I was looking at in her last round of testing before heading off to the Asia Cup was actually her drop jump metrics. So when we think about the drop jump, two components we have here are contact time. So when we're falling from, for Eden, around a 35 to 40 centimeter drop, we hit the ground. So the contact time is how long you are on the ground for, how well you're able to control and redirect those forces into then jumping off and getting off the ground. Yep. So we've got the contact time and also jump height, which is essentially power output and reflective of contact times to a degree. So what we find with Eden is her contact time reduced from 0.147 to 0.141, and her jump height actually went up as well at the same time from 39.1 to 40.1 centimeters. Now when we look at those two numbers, that gives us a ratio called the reactive strength index, or RSI score. Eden's RSI score was 2.6 before we started, which is actually whopping. Now it's actually risen to 2.86, which is absolutely phenomenal. I would say probably bearing down on professional athlete, professional basketball, and female player status as well. So she's done an absolutely fantastic job the last 3 weeks.